Letters of sacrifice. While Pastor started praying at the beginning of the service, I saw 5 women sitting at the first 2 rows in a church cathedral. 2 sat at the first row, while the other 3 sat on the second row. The ones on the front were facing those in the second row, and they were arguing over something. I saw the Lord sitting on a sofa at the front, while the Holy Spirit sat on the first row with the 2 women. The women were arguing and seeking counsel amongst themselves. It seemed like they didn't know that the Lord and the Holy Spirit were in their midst. Or they probably decided not to acknowledge them or ask for their counsel. The Lord and the Holy Spirit also wouldn't interfere but allowed them. By their right hand were angels seated. I saw 3 angels facing their direction with 3 letters in their hands. When the pastor started asking in prayer for the cleansing of our ears, I saw some angels walking into the church dressed like nurses with first aid boxes. They went straight to where these women were sitting and started operating on them. The women seemed unconscious of this. I saw one of the nurses, who were angels, with some files which contained these women's medical history. So while operating on the ear, the angel with the file was checking to find out if they had any other illness that should be treated. I saw cotton wool on their eyes. It seems the eyes had been operated on too. I understood that these women represented the church. We needed the treatment to be ready for the next phase and also to be able to receive the letters those 3 angels stood with. At a point, I could see the content of the letter. The first letter was boldly written salvation. The second letter was boldly written wisdom. For the third letter, I was expecting something unusual. Then I saw sacrifice and death. The water, blood, and spirit, these 3 bear witness of one another. It seems as a church, we already have the content in the first 2 letters, and the next phase was for the third letter. I understood that was why we needed to be cleaned up. 3rd June 2022, Sister FJ, copyright Gamwatch.